Guys, just a short introduction to this video that I'm putting out right now. This is work done on the boat about a week ago, and unfortunately during this time between that then and now, I well, let's put it this way. I've been bitten by a tick up here in Vermont, and the symptoms started kicking in about Wednesday of this week, and I mean, it's just kicking my butt. I can't even begin to describe the discomforts and fever, sweating, chills. I mean, whole nine yards. We spent most of yesterday afternoon and evening up at the hospital having my blood drawn, urinalysis. I mean, and they found exactly that. It was indeed a tick-borne disease, and yeah. And so that's what's been going on. It has majorly held up this production, but I'm planning to have it done tonight. This is Monday evening, and hoping to have this done tonight and get it right out to you. And I'm hoping to get maybe another one done after this. And I'm definitely getting better. I'm on dioxazine. Anyway, I can't remember. It's the drug they use for all the tick-borne diseases, and when you start taking this stuff, it's just one thing, man. It does a number on your stomach, and you've got to drink water like big time, and make sure you eat food, all to coincide with your taking of this doxycycline is what it is. Okay. Anyway, that's what it's all about, and I am getting better. This is the only reason I'm doing this now, is because I finally, this evening on the second day of taking this stuff, I'm finally beginning to feel almost human. Anyway, okay, just thought I'd let you know about this. You would be getting this video a lot sooner had I not been bitten by that stupid tick. Yeah, okay. Guys, enjoy the video. Hope you have a good one. Bye. Well, good morning from Cape Cod on a bright sunny morning. As you can see, we're back, and we got in last night after dark. I mean, this is the time of year when you lose your light early, and we didn't get into here till what, almost 5 o'clock, and it was already dark. So anyway, whatever. But I'm anxious to get back up aboard the boat and see what we got, and check out little girl, and particularly take a look at that foredeck and make some plans. So let's get started. All right, I don't know what we got here. I have a feeling we got a cave in back here. Could be. Awesome. No, we don't have a cave in. That's beautiful. Okay, let's take a look at starboard. Beautiful. Nothing but pine needles. We're good. Clear all this crap off of here, get the tarp off. Get down in the cabin for a few minutes. Oh yeah, back. We're back. Let me turn this around. Well, good morning, guys. Back aboard little girl. 9 o'clock. Took me a while to get out here. Kind of looking after my mom for a few minutes and waiting for her help to get here. She has a lady that comes in every Monday to spend some time with her. So anyway, we're back out. And yeah, I'm going to get the tarp off the foredeck and take a look at how things came out from last time we were here with all brand new all grip, not all grip, what is it? Whatever. Any kiwi grip. Gonna take a look at that, and then get the bow pulpit up there, take a look at how that's all gonna sit. Put some markings as to where the feet are gonna come, and we're probably not gonna be drilling any holes just yet. I'm going to be back down here over Thanksgiving. I called Jamestown Distributors and got the technical information on it, and in order to use the injected epoxy, I forgot the name of that stuff. Anyway, in order to use that, you've got to have 50 degrees or above. And so for this trip, I think the main thing we're going to be doing is placement. We're going to get up underneath the, up in the chain locker, take a look at where everything used to be, and kind of measure it out, figure out where we're going to go with it, and then kind of chart it up there on the deck where everything is going to be put, where we're going to have to drill holes, all that kind of good stuff. And so that's kind of the plan for right now. We're just going to go ahead and get the deck uncovered, take a look, and we'll go from there. Well, there it is. It's amazing how much crap blew up underneath the tarp. That tarp is really secure too. Anyway, whatever. It's all cleared off now. So this is what we're starting with. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I think get the bow pulpit up here first. And now, I'll tell you what, maybe what we need to do, even before we do that, is go up and take a look in the chain locker. Look up underneath the deck repair and see where everything used to be, because it'll all be very, very clearly seen when you get up underneath there. So, okay, let's go ahead and do that first, and then we'll get back up here with the different things that are going to have to be remounted. Okay, see if we can get this in focus. Here we are up underneath a bow, up underneath the bow pulpit, right, up in the chain locker. And obviously you can see where the deck cleat, the big main deck cleat goes right there. And where that rectangle with the rust looking stuff on it. Then up here, that's where the front 2 feet of the bow pulpit go. And there are blocks already in there. We may end up using those. The bolts are certainly long enough to go down through those, but above those, at where we drill down into the surface of the deck, we're going to be potting those with epoxy so that there's no coring exposed at all. So anyway, we may end up using those same two plates that are still kind of epoxied into place, I guess, up there. I didn't take them down. So anyway, and then back here, it's going to be hard to see. Back here, right there, where you see that rust spot, that's where one of the back feet goes. And over here is where another one of the back feet goes of the bow pulpit. And yeah, it's going to be a little difficult. Now, I want to show you something that's kind of weird. This is where the cowling went. I'm not cowling. I'm sorry. The hose pipe. And I don't know why, but all the epoxy, when I filled that, and by the way, it's solid as a rock right there. I may move that over instead of messing with all that big mess. I may move that over a little bit to, see, that would be starboard. A little bit over to starboard over here. Maybe just like 1 notch, and it'll be easy to do because all I got to do is kind of take a center off from that and go over and take a drill and put it right straight up through, so I know where my center is, where I'm going to be drilling my hole. And deck cowling was right here, and I didn't intend for that to stick, but it did. I may try to get that off of there, but that was deliberately put up there to hold everything while I put the the resin and the fiberglass over the hole, and it's beautifully patched up there. You can't hardly tell where it used to be, but probably try to get that off from there. Otherwise, the deck cowling is going to have to be drilled right down through that. Anyway, this gives you an idea what we're dealing with. 2 front feet, back foot, and deck cleat, and over here is where your hose pipe goes. Anyway, yeah, it's not going to be simple, but gives me an idea of where everything used to be. Probably the easiest thing is going to be putting the deck cleat in, because that's dead center right where everything is up there right now. So all I got to do is drill a single one of those holes up through and hope that everything is centered up when it comes up there. I mean, if that's straight up through, it should take just 4 holes
and those will be perfectly aligned with the deck cleat that I took off from it, because it's going to be going in exactly the same footprint. All right, that's it for now, guys. We'll get back up there and maybe see if we can't get the bow pulpit back up on the deck and kind of do some markings. I got it. Okay, so it's all the way up there, all the way back. I did use the same tape measure, but I want you to see that right there. See where the 24 is? Right there is the front bolt hole for the deck cleat. And of course, obviously, both of those are going to be even. So that should be pretty good to see. It's right tucked up in right behind the very peak there. And so I'm going to go ahead up on the deck. And it doesn't have to be exact. The point is, it is to be centered and approximately that far back with the deck cleat. And 24 is it. That's what we're going to use. And I'm going to go back up on the deck and see what we got.
Okay, I'm eyeballing this. Here's the end of the tape. There's approximately right there up into the peak where it's tucked in right behind it. Right about there, I would think. Then drop back here and do, okay, 24 inches, which is right here. And then, like I said, this does not have to be exact. Right there would be the front bolt holes. Okay, so what you do, there's the front bolt holes. There's the front bolt holes. Hang on, right there. And then here's the deck cleat. So it'd be approximately right there. Yeah, no, I think that's about right. Keep in mind here, your deck line, or actually your road, is going to be coming through through your chocks right here, either port or starboard, chocks right here, and coming back and looping right around here, and that looks right. So I think we're good. That's just about where the original was. And by the way, having taken this off from the, as I'm almost positive that was the original slot that those were in when they built this boat over 50 years ago. And so that's certainly close enough. And I can see the line coming off and being able to just loop it around. It'd be perfect placement. I wouldn't want any further back than that. So yeah, I think we're good on that. So I mean, we've got that marked. I'm going to go ahead and mark where these bolt holes are going. And then we're done with that as far as the deck cleat is concerned. All right, well, I'm glad I took the bolts out, because once you take them out and you sit it down on top of the marks that I actually made here, it's kind of way off, and you can see how that was too far in. That's too far forward. Yeah. So anyway, everything's going to get remarked right now. And by the way, I'm working off this center line here. And I'm going to need to move it just a little bit, but I think we're pretty much good right there. And so we're going to completely remark these bolt holes, and it'll be drilled on the basis of where the feet land after the holes have been drilled and the bolts have gone down through. So anyway, that's where we're at. Yeah, and now, so anyway, there we go. Now let me go ahead and remark these, and I'll show you. There you go. That's where it's going to be, right there. All the holes are completely remarked, good and solid. So we're good. Excellent. That's the first thing we got done. Okay, so I've got this up all the way up into the peak, all the way back here. Here's the bulkhead. Right here. And we've got a total of right at, what do we got? 36 inches. Yeah, 36 inches back to the bulkhead. Back to the entrance of the chain locker from the cabin. So I'm gonna go up on the foredeck, measure that out so I know where I'm working from, because we're also going to be dealing with that hose pipe
right here, which is way back, almost parallel, a little bit back behind where the hose pipe comes through. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and take that measurement so we know exactly where the back of the chain plate is. Back of the chain plate, whatever, the bulkhead, whatever you want to call it. So anyway, let's go do that up on the foredeck. So I'm sure you guys figured it out by now. I didn't mean chain plate. I meant chain locker. Anyway, okay, we're going to get back up on the foredeck. I want to do a measurement there and just kind of see where I'm at with where I'm going to place everything in terms of the hose pipe and the deck cowling. Anyway, well, let's get back up there. Well, you're going to think I'm crazy for doing this. I've been working on this all afternoon after I got back from taking my mom to the doctor. I think I'm going to take a break from figuring out everything. I'm going to show you what I've done so far. But then what I'm going to do is do something that's been really bugging me for a while, and that's to try to clean up this tow rail. Once I get the bow pulpit on, it's not going to be easy to access some parts of this. So I'm just going to go ahead and take some sandpaper. I got some good 150 stuff here. And I'm going to try to get as much of the stinking kiwi grip off from the tow rails as I can. It's just a mess. Keep in mind here, this foredeck has been a project for almost 2 years. It's done, but now all the remnants of dust and kiwi grip and paint and all kinds of crap is all over it. And you know, from the breast hook back to the front of the cabin, I'm going to just get to work on this right now. It'll make me feel better, because frankly, nothing grinds me more than looking at this while I'm doing the rest of this stuff. This has got to be done. But I'm just going to take some time this afternoon and get this done before supper. So that's what I'm going to do. Show you how bad it is. Look at all this stuff that got on here. That's paint, kiwi grip, more paint. Yeah, you get the idea. Look over here on the port. Just a mess. Just a mess. So I'm going to do that for a little while. By the way, you see what I've got set up here. Here's the bow cleat. And I've got this way over here. So I kind of like the balance here. We'll see. Like I said, I've been working on this. I've been below. I'll show you one more thing before I get to working on the sanding. I went below, and you saw it already, where I measured all the way from up in the very, very peak up here, where that is, all the way back to the front, the inside of the bulkhead, or AKA the back of the chain locker. Okay, and so what you're looking at right now, where's my glasses? What you're looking at right now is that's the back of the chain locker. There's a lot of space there. A lot of space. That means that there's plenty of space here on top side to choose where you want to put things. Obviously, I want the bow cleat right where it is. That's got to be there, because everything's going to feed back through those chocks, and that'll be the place where everything gets tied off. But the rest of these, I'm still working on it. So, okay, I'm off and running. I'm going to get some sanding done. Yeah, that comes right off. See, it sticks like crazy here, but on this, that already has Cetal on it. It gets sanded off pretty readily. So I'm gonna just go through this. I'll get you back later and show you how we've done it. Like I said, once all the crap is off from this, everything gets completely re-Cetaled. The entire length of the boat, not just here, but before it goes back in the water, it'll all be re-Cetaled. Can't tell you how much work went into this the first time around.
Everything was stripped. The entire varnish, everything. Years and years of varnish and crap were stripped from the tow rails. And everything had multiple coats of Cetal put on it, 5 or 6 coats, before it ever went in the water at the first launching. And boy, it looked good. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. All right, I'm not going to show it right now. I'm going to just keep working on it. Okay, we're back over. We're on port side now. Pretty much finished over on starboard. Another thing I remembered as I was started sanding this is during the whole rebuilding process of the deck, there's a truckload of epoxy and resin that went down. Started off in the pan, rebuilding the pan, all with just hang on a minute. Get myself think here. Just where's my knife? Some of these little spots are hard to get out. Ooh, you know what that is? That's a screw. I guess you're not going to get that out. Getting there, getting there. Big one up here. Some of this stuff where the kiwi grip got onto it, I used my knife to get it off because it's more chunky. That's my brother. Hang tight, guys. All right, I got both port and starboard tow rails all sanded out, all the way up to the breast hook. Now we've got the inside of that done. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go check on this evening what the temperature ranges are for applying Cetal. And I may, if the temperatures are right, go ahead and get some Cetal on these tow rails tomorrow. First thing I'm going to do before that, though, is take off the chocks so that I can do a good, thorough Cetaling underneath them and then rebed them afterward. But yeah, that would be good. Okay, so that's the plan. I'm going to check on it this evening. My brother's coming over. We're going to grab a bite of supper here at the house, but we're going to talk about it. And actually, it's my decision, but I mean, I always like to run things by him. Okay, guys, so that's it for day one. The whole thing that we're accomplishing here is trying to get everything put back together. Obviously, you figured that out. Obviously, it's just clear. But keep in mind here, everything has been completely apart for over 2 years, or over 2 years. From the time we cut it to the time I finally have the deck all completely rebuilt, literally from the ground up. I mean, just right, yeah. A lot has been going on. And to figure out where things go back, You know, especially if you're trying to be original, and I'm not being that picky. You know, but some of the things are really important. And one of them obviously is the deck cleat, and I got that, and I'm confident I just nailed that. That's dead on perfect. But the next one is really the hose pipe, and the whole business about the road coming across the chocks, and where the line is going to be going down into the hose pipe, the positioning of the hose pipe. That's another matter. That's another matter. You know, because you want to have adequate room below to have everything fall into place and not get clunky as it's going down and everything. And I don't think it will. I think that the way I've got things set up, and especially with the lead chain and so forth, I think it's going to be just about perfect where I've got it. The original position of it is about maybe 2.5 inches back behind it. I'm not going to guesswork it right now. I'm up here in Vermont trying to recover from this stupid tick bite thing. But I'll tell you right now, that's why I'm spending the time I am doing this, is trying to get everything just right, so that when everything gets put back together and I'm out there sailing and I throw the anchor down, everything just falls into place perfectly. And you get the idea. Anyway, thank you for stopping by Restoring Little Girl. This is day 1. Day 2 will be coming up probably in about another week. So God bless. Have a good evening, and we'll catch you guys in the next time around.